testing out amps is, of course, the Hell Song. So, have you got any Hell Song fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, we're probably going to play that one tonight. Yeah. So, I'll play the beginning riff of that. How about that?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so this riff, it kind of came out of, I remember Derek and we'd had a little chat about like what we wanted to do on the next record. And this was one of the times where I think he listened to me. But usually, as a songwriter, he's the type of person that will he'll sit in front of his recording stuff, and this stuff will just flow out of him. And he's gotten better and better at it over the years. Just sitting there and letting music flow out of him. And he's one of the most musical people I've ever met in my entire life. And he had played me what was the melody and the skeleton of the song. And by the way, this story isn't going to end the way you think it is. It's not like me being like, ooh, this would sound good. No, it ends with me being like, man, fuck you. I wanted to write that riff. But that riff you wrote is so good. So good. Yeah, because we usually hooks with him sometimes will be the last thing to come. It's always melody first. So he was like, we need a riff here. I don't know what to do. And I was like, well, I got this. And I was playing some like run-of-the-mill metal stuff over top of it, you know, trying to play up here. And he was just like, what about something low? What about something really like, you know, like it played down here? A little more like Johnny Cash kind of thing when he first played it for me. But yeah, he just played this like, he was like... And as he went through and created this riff, that was one of the many points in my life where I was just like, wow, this dude is an absolute talent, and I will never be as proficient at writing songs and just plucking ideas out of whatever the universe has for us. So in the end, it sounded like... Right? And just something so simple became something so important to us. And when we got the chance to put that out into the world and get the response that we did, which was the record label being like, guys, this doesn't sound anything like In Too Deep, what the fuck are you doing? And us kind of standing strong and being like, well, no, this is the direction that we're in. Like, you know, in our minds, we were kind of like, you're the ones that made us tour the world. You're the ones that took us out of the suburbs. So this is what we're writing about now. One of our friends has contracted HIV, and that's what this song is about. The song is about celebrating, you know, her life. And to this day, she is an incredible philanthropist, does a ton of work in Africa. We found out about her contracting the disease when we were 23, and it just shook the foundations, right? Because we're in a rock band, we're out there. I was always a relationship guy, but some guys were out there having some fun. And that song, every time I play it, not only do I think I better get the solo right, it makes me think of a time in this band where we were trying to prove to the people that gave us the money to record our record that we were right. Now, there's going to be times in your life, of course, when you have to make these decisions, but you also have to take people's criticisms and advice on board. So we did that, and we eventually didn't sell as many records as All Killer No Filler, right? So our sophomore slump was real. But at the same time, the shows were getting bigger. So around that time, 2003, who was alive to remember what was going on in popular culture there?